Hello, YouTube family. I'm back at it again. This time we're bringing you a seafood boil on Life with Big Papi. Behind me, I have my water boiling. It's been boiling for about 10 minutes now. I have a cup of Slap Your Mama inside the pot. I'm going to add just a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Maybe a teaspoon. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's a nice day here in Dallas, Texas. Weather's fine. Everybody's healthy. Don't have anything to complain about. Now, I'm going to add a little oil. Maybe about a quarter cup. To that, I have one large onion chopped up. I'm going to add that to my water. And just because I like to know it's in there, I'm going to throw in one serrano pepper. I have 3 lemons that I've cut in half. I'm going to squeeze the juice from those lemons inside. Dump that in there. I think I'll do it with my hands. Be faster. In case you didn't notice, old Big Papi got on one of his shirts. Life with Big Papi. You too can have one. Just hit me up. I'll let you know the price. We're going to let that get back to a boil. And then, what we're putting in our seafood boil, we have shrimp, we got chicken, we got links, potatoes and corn, and over in the sink, I have some snow crab legs. And that's about it. We're going to do, couldn't find those king crab legs. They all sold out. So once this comes back to a boil, put the top on it, kind of help it out a little bit. We'll add our chicken. And then we'll let that come to a boil. We'll add potatoes. Bring that up to a boil. Then we'll add our links. Let that come to a boil. And of course the last thing we're going to add is probably going to be the shrimp. It don't take as long. And then this pan here, this skillet here, I have 3 sticks of butter that I'm going to melt. I got some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there, maybe about a tablespoon. I'm going to add some onion powder, maybe about a half a teaspoon. A little bit of garlic powder. Then I add a little more garlic powder than onion powder. Maybe a full teaspoon of that. Half a teaspoon of paprika. And we're going to add some Old Bay. This is going to be my topping sauce. I'm going to get that on a low heat, let that melt. Now I could have used minced garlic or some fresh garlic, but most people don't like biting down on that garlic, so I try to sneak it in there with the garlic powder. So that's why I went a little heavier with the garlic powder. And then later on, when it all heats down, I have some chives and some green onions that we're going to put in there and then top it off, garnish it a little bit. The chives came from my own personal garden, so did the spring onions. The green onions, rather. We say spring, some people say green. But I just take those and just kind of get that woody part off and just cut it up. Normally I do it with a knife, but since you're watching me, I'm just showing you different techniques of how to do it. Just take your little kitchen scissors and cut it in small little pieces, as small as you want it. And that was already clean. And then the green onion, I kind of skin it back a little bit. I cut the end part off, and I use the whites mostly because I got the chives already in there. That's going to give me my greens, and I don't need much of it. That ought to be it. And here's a tip. When you cut your ends off of your green onions, save the little white root part and go stick it in your garden. And it'll grow another green top for you. That's just a little country tip for you. So we got our water back to a boil over here. Yes, sir. So what we're going to do to that, we're going to add our chicken. Just going to drop it in there because it's going to take the chicken a while. And if you notice, I've kind of pre-seasoned the chicken to kind of make it, you know, have a little bit more flavor to it. We'll put that in there, let that come to a boil. And once that comes to a boil, we'll add our potatoes. Yeah, it's looking good. I know you wish you was here to get some of this. But don't sweat it. When the coronavirus die down, if you're in Texas, give me a call. We're always getting in the backyard doing something. Sometimes we'll be in the house. Be so many people in here we can't move around. And it's been like that for about 30 years. Getting together like that. I'm going to add a little bit of my green onions into this. Turn that down a little bit more. Get a little chives. Don't want much in there because I want to put it on as a topper. Just let that cook down a little bit. I was going to say something, but I lost my train of thought. Anyhow, I think it's time to put the potatoes in. Yep, that's boiling. See, it don't take long to bring it back to a boil. Let's see what that chicken is. I'm going to let that chicken boil just a little bit longer by itself. Yeah, just a little bit longer by itself. Okay, fam, I'm adding my potatoes. That's the last one. Now I'm going to drop in my sausage. I'm leaving them whole. You know, some people like to have boiled eggs with these. You can boil you some eggs and boil them separate and then add it to the seafood boil after you've cooked them. Okay, we got those in. We're going to let that cook up for a little while. We're going to add the corn too. Won't hurt it. Stir it a little bit. Well, we got a big pot of stuff here. Ooh, this gonna be good, y'all. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Gonna be good. This is what's happening. When you get them cooking, I'm gonna put it in the pan I have here. I might need 2 pans for as much as I got. And then I'm gonna take my sauce and put my sauce on top of it. And we gonna eat. You know, now I mentioned earlier about the garlic. The garlic do give it a better looking presentation when you got the garlic chopped up in it. It makes it look nice and simple. Then you can put some parsley in there. It'll make it look nice. Red pepper flakes, you know, to give it another little kick, or some cayenne pepper. You know, it's just up to your own little preference. Me, myself, I like it real good and spicy, but not everybody like it that way. I like it good and spicy. My granddaughter like it spicy, but my other granddaughter, she don't like it that spicy. And Big Mike, he sure don't want it spicy. I call him Big Mike because he's gonna be a Big Mike. So, anyway, we're gonna let that cook up a little while longer, and then we're gonna add the shrimp, our crab legs, and it's gonna be a done deal. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna take my links out because they are ready. We'll pop it open. And then we're gonna add some shrimp and the crab legs and let them cook around in there and get seasoned up. Getting some of that chicken in. Now I forgot to give y'all a little pro tip of mine. What I normally do to my potatoes, I normally take my fork and just kind of prick down to the center or all the way through, maybe once or twice, so some of the seasoning can penetrate the potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the shrimp. I'm gonna get the crab legs, because all they have to do is heat up. We get that shrimp a head start about a minute or 2. Then we'll drop those snow crab legs in there. Oh, it's gonna be good, y'all. So this shrimp is already turning. So we're gonna go ahead and drop the crab legs, because all you're doing is heating these up. They are pre-cooked already. All you're trying to do is get a little seasoning and heat on them. We're gonna add a little more saturas in there. And when you drop that in, we're gonna let that simmer for a little while, and then we'll get right back with you, and it'll be all plated up, and we'll put our sauce on it. Okay, fam, here's the finished product, all seasoned up and ready to eat. It looks good to me. Looks real good. My grandkids are ready to tear into it. I got 3 containers of dipping sauce. And again, don't forget the t-shirts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring the bell. Leave a notification down below if you want a t-shirt that says Life with Big Poppy. I'll appreciate it. And we can customize. So let me know what you want and I'll get it for you. If you want this recipe, I'm going to post it at a later date. I'm not going to upload this today, but it will be loaded up. And if you want this recipe, like I said, I'll give it to you. But any recipe will do. Your recipe is probably better than mine. So, but this is my little recipe and I'm proud of it. And I hope you enjoyed watching me do it. Thank you and good night, and God bless you.